Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to take a look at two Alto Professional mixers. This is the Alto Professional ZMX862. It's a 6-channel mixer, 2-bus mixer, and we're going to take a look at the Alto Professional Live 802, which is a professional 8-channel 2-bus mixer, and I use this for myself for live gigging and so on. So we're going to take a look at these two mixers, what I like, what I don't like, give my honest opinion on them, and show some of the features that they have. Okay, so let's get started. Here we go. So these are the Alto Professional mixers. This is the ZMX862, and we've got the Alto Professional Live 802. And two mixers from the same manufacturer, but quite different. So we're going to look at the two mixers, and we're going to see what the differences are, and it might be maybe a slightly unfair comparison, but I'm going to give you my review on them and what I think of them. So first of all, we're going to compare the differences. So this is the ZMX862, and this mixer here, just get another view here on it, the ZMX862. So first we do the power supply. It comes with this external brick, that's what we call this, that plugs in. So there's no built-in power supply inside in this little mixer here, and it's a little connector on the end. Now if you don't like that sort of thing, then that mixer probably isn't for you, but this makes this mixer very small, light. So this is the mixer you can just throw in your backpack, off you go, in with your power supply. So it'd be like carrying an iPad, or slightly bigger than an iPad. On the Alto 802, we have a standard, because the power supply is inside, we've got the standard IEC cable, which is that. Standard IEC cable, which plugs in the back for this mixer. So that's the power for that mixer. So that's the main difference. Now, other differences: the 802 has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 graphic EQ. This mixer has no graphic EQ. The 802 also has a full selection here of reverbs and effects, delay, reverb, and so on, where this doesn't have any effects. On the small little mixer here, we've got gain, we've got mic gain, 2 mic ins, 2 channels for that, and we've got line and line, the balance signals, and then we've got stereo, and we've got 2 stereo lines, so that's left and right stereo, and we've got a gain knob for each of them, which is good. And then on the EQ section then here on each channel, which they're all the same on this mixer, we've got a 3-band EQ, and we've got an aux end, and we've got an effects end on it, and we've got a pan left and right. And another massive difference is on this small little mixer, you've got pan pots that you turn around. So these are the pan pots, main pan pot for the main. On the 802, you've got full-length faders on the 802. Now, you're not going to put this in your backpack. It's quite big. It's a good bit heavier. The power supply is inside in it, so it makes it a good bit heavier. You've got aux return on this, and you've got FX in. So, and you've got buttons here for all them, aux in and aux to monitor and aux to main, and you've got a main aux here that you can send. So you could use this for control room, or you can use it for your headphones. So you've got a headphone jack up here as well that you can use for headphones, and you've got a volume here for your headphone separately, which is good. Now on and off switch here in the back, you've got phantom power. So that's very good for this little mixer, which means you can give them 2 channels here, phantom power. So I think that's great for a small little mixer like this, that you can give the phantom power on 2 channels and 48 volt. So it's 48 volt phantom, and there's a dedicated switch as well for that, which is great. Okay. Of course, we have phantom power on the big desk. That'll be a given. And we've got built-in effects. We've got a lot more detailing on this desk. You've got, of course, a dedicated button here for the effects. Just in the effects, and you've got a big selection of effects. Now, there's a lot of stuff here, so you can just select the effect and then you press the button to select it. And you can mute the D effect if you want. And you've also got an EQ section here which you can set up. I set mine like that for the PA that I'm using, which is the LD line array speakers. The effect section on this probably wasn't a video on its own to go through them, and so I won't do that today. What are the downsides of these mixers? Well, we'll take this mixer first, I suppose. It all depends what you want to do. You can throw this in a backpack and off you go. Maybe one thing I don't like, I never like these bricks, these external power supplies. That's just a personal peeve of mine. But it does make the mixer very light, makes it very portable, very easy to transport. And it is what it is. So that's on that small little mixer. This would be very suitable for, I suppose, a one-man band, because you could get 2 microphones in, you could get 2 line instruments, stereo line instruments, or you could have a microphone, a guitar, or a line instrument. You could put maybe an iPad player or a keyboard in stereo on these channels, and you've got 2 of them. You've also got in and out RCA, left and right, for recording out and for connecting something in. Overall, I think this is a lovely little mixer if you want something very portable that you can carry around. I think this is a very nice little mixer. It does what it says on the tin. You've got all the basic controls that you need to operate it, and it has a lot on it. It's like a budget mixer, really. Good quality metal. It's made from good quality metal. Both of them are. So, and the plastic sides. So it's a nice little thing. There's nothing on the back of it, it's only just a power switch. And we just power it up and take a quick look. It goes in there like that. That's the sort of a connection it is. Okay, and then we can switch it on. And there you go, just switched on. Got a nice power light there. You see the phantom power, then it lights up. It gives you a red light. So overall, this is a lovely little mixer. The Alto, the ZMX862, very portable, throw in a backpack, take with you and off you go. This is the more professional mixer, more suitable for a bigger band. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 microphone inputs, and then you've got, and one of these can also be used as a stereo line, and you've got two of them. Now the other thing on this is you've got a USB, which is for, some people think you can charge your phone off this. You can't charge your phone off this. This is a 5 volt 1 amp. A 5 volt 1 amp, so it won't charge your phone, but it's for a light over the desk, which is a nice thing. Okay, so in this USB 5 volt 1 amp, it's for a light. So you put something like this. So how it would work would be, so there you got it. You got a USB in one end, and you've got a light, little light on the other end. There'll be all different types of these, and then you just plug it I'll plug it in the 5 volt 1 amp. I'll just switch on the desk, and there you have a light to shine on the desk. Okay, just see what you're doing. So if you're in a dark gig, doing a dark gig, so you can have the light over to see what you're doing. So that's what that's for, not for charging your phone or any of them things, okay? On the back of this thing you've got a USB out, you've got a USB out, which is another difference. Now, it's got a USB out to your computer, but I wouldn't recommend this desk for if you want to use it as an interface for your computer. Even though I have used this for streaming, but how I did it was I used another separate interface between this and my computer to interface. The USB on this is not that great for, it's not a mixer I would buy for streaming. So that was just one thing about this mixer. Okay, so in conclusion, nice little mixer, throw in your backpack, off you go, and it's handy to bring with you if you're doing acoustic gigs, solo gigs. So it's nice and light and handy, throw in a backpack, off you go. The Alto Professional 802, I use this for gigging. It's big enough for me, for all the things I have to plug in and all the things I have to do. It's a more professional mixer, live 802, live. So it's for all these mixers for live really. It does have the USB out to your computer, but I wouldn't buy this mixer if you want to use it for streaming, and that's my honest opinion on it. But as a live mixer, this mixer is fabulous. It's got everything that you need, including the effects and effect sends, graphic EQ, phantom power. I use a phantom mic, so I need a 48 phantom power. It's got a 9-band EQ, graphic EQ, and, which is very unusual on a mixer of this price range, is that it's got compression on 2 channels. Now, don't get overexcited about the compression, because it's the 1-band compression. So, if you have a very loud singer maybe, or whatever, it could be a help to compress some of the signal down. But it's got a 1-band compression, so it might come in useful on 2 channels, the first 2 channels. It's got that. So overall, a nice mixer. If you want to know more information on these 2 mixers, I can set it up. I can do the graphics for you, and I can do the effects. We can go through the effects. A lot of effects here, a lot of presets. I can go through the presets and I can let you listen to them. Well, that'll be another video. If you want me to do that, I can do that. So just let me know in the comments below if you want to find out more. I'll leave links for the mixers down on underneath the video below. There'll be affiliate links, so I might get a small commission. But you can click there and you get more details and specs of these mixers.